Hey guys, it's Millsy 1995 2012 here. Now, wasn't really sure what I'd do for this video. Obviously Raw just took place, so I could do a Raw discussion video, but then we've got WrestleMania 30, 6 days away, and so I thought rather than doing a Raw discussion video, I would do a WrestleMania 30 predictions video now that I'm guessing that the whole card has been laid out. So yeah, I'll go through that, but I'll also discuss some things that happen on Raw as I do the predictions video. So my thoughts on the actual card. If this is the final card, it's really concerning when you only have 7 matches on the actual show for a 4-hour event. That is not nearly enough. I think the bare minimum should be 9. Obviously you don't want to overdo it like WrestleMania 4 that had fucking like 16 matches, but you don't want to have too little either, like this show. This show only has 7 matches on the actual show. There's a pre-show match, which I'm really disappointed it's not on the actual event, but I'll get to that when I talk about that match. But yeah, the 7 matches is not enough. I'm guessing they're going to put a lot of time into the main event matches. I guess that's one positive out of having less matches, is that all the matches should get a fair bit of time. So that's good from one standpoint, but from another, it's just not enough, and I don't think they can put another match on here because they're using the entire fucking roster for this event. I mean, you have like 30 men in the Battle Royal, and you have all divas involved, you have 8 men in that Fatal 4-Way on the pre-show, you have 6 in that 6-man tag, and that's a lot of superstars, plus all the other matches I haven't even mentioned. So I actually think they're using the whole roster. The only people I can think of that aren't there are probably like JTG and Yoshitatsu. I don't even know if he's with the company anymore. But so yeah, a lot of superstars being used, which is fair enough because they do deserve it. But this show is going to be a clusterfuck. I'm predicting that right now, because a lot of these matches have so many participants involved, especially the Divas match and the Battle Royal. They're both going to be all over the joint. But yeah, I am still looking forward to WrestleMania. I think WrestleMania is the one show where it doesn't matter how bad the build-up is and how shitty the matches look on paper, you're still gonna watch it anyway, and you're still gonna be enjoyed by it. I think WrestleMania is like one of the only events that can really do that. So I will be ordering it, and yeah. So getting into the actual card, like I said, pre-show match, we have the Usos versus the Real Americans versus Ryback versus Los Matadores for the WWE Tag Team Championships. And like I did say, I am really disappointed this is on the pre-show for many reasons. Firstly, this would have been the perfect match to open the show. And that's another thing I'm going to talk about later with this card. Yeah, so it would have been really good to open with. and having it on the pre-show just devalues the tag division because you had that great build-up of it in late 2013, and yes, it has kind of died away a little bit, but it's still good. It's still way better than what it was in like 2010 or 2011. It's still solid, and now you're degrading it by having it on the pre-show, and it sucks because I think just about every wrestling fan enjoys tag team wrestling, and now unless you want to watch a 2-hour pre-show, that's gonna be hard to sit through. I mean, the half-hour ones on the other pay-per-views are bad enough, let alone a 2-hour one. That's freaking ridiculous, and I'm not gonna watch it. No fucking way. So I probably won't watch this match, and it's a shame because it has the potential to be really good, and I think it will be. With a 2-hour pre-show, I'm guessing. I don't know how many matches they're gonna have on here. Like I said, they don't have much of the roster to work with. I reckon it would be nice to see him use some NXT stars. Maybe have them in a pre-show match. So yeah, I don't know how many matches they're gonna have, but this should get a bit of time, so it should be a good match. Just a shame that I probably won't watch it. So getting into the actual card, the first match, I'm going off memory. I'll talk about the 6-man tag. First, the Shield versus Kane and the New Age Outlaws. This match is a bit mixed for me because on one hand I really like the Shield, even though I don't like that they would turn face. That kind of bothers me a little. I'll give it a chance now, as long as they're still the same as they were as heels, except there's attacking other heels, if that makes any sort of sense. Kind of like the Randy Orton effect in 2010. Yes, he was a face, but he was still a destructive badass. So, I'll give it the green light for the moment. Just depends what they do with it. Yeah, so you have the Shield, who I really enjoy watching, and are a great team. And then you have Kane and the New Age Outlaws. The New Age Outlaws obviously have not worked out since their return. Having them win the titles was stupid. And then you have Kane, who has been boring ever since he took the mask off. I always found that with Kane, he's way more entertaining with the mask on, because it obviously adds a new dimension to his character. It enhances his look, but I just found him way more entertaining with the mask because he could be funny, as well as being violent and all that crap, but without the mask he's just one-dimensional pretty much. He's boring and I don't like to watch him. So yeah, this match will be a bit mixed for me. I'm going to say it will probably open because looking through this card, I honestly don't know what will open. And it's not only that, I have tried to structure this card for just about this entire week, and I still don't know how it should go. It's quite concerning because card structure may not seem important, but it is. Look at WrestleMania 28. That card structure, it wasn't bad like the way it was structured, but that first hour, it was all matches that no one cared about apart from the world title, but we all know what happened there. And it just gave you this negative feeling that, yeah, this sucks. And it wasn't until that Taker Triple H match that it finally started to get positive. And yeah, that's just one example. There are many other examples of how they've really fucked up the card structure. And I have a feeling they'll do it here, because I don't know what they're going to do. It's weird with this card. But yeah, so I'd say this match will open. You'd have to go with the Shield to win. It'd be amazingly stupid if Kane and the New Age Outlaws win. Yeah, I don't really expect anything special from this match, unless the Shield give a really good performance like they usually do. So it could be an alright match. Getting into the second match, we have the 14 Diva single fall Vicky Guerrero Invitational. And like I said earlier, this match will be a clusterfuck to the absolute max, especially with some of the talent you have in there, like Alicia Fox, Eva Marie, oh my god, Cameron, Oksana, all these divas that they're horrible wrestlers, and you know, it's not going to be very good. You know, it's just, this has to be like the piss break, surely. If you're expecting a good match out of this, then have fun watching it, because I'm just gonna skip it. It'll be my meal break. I'll go and make some hamburgers or something like that while this match is happening, because I don't want to see it. As for who I think will win, I'd say it's probably down to either AJ Lee retaining or Tamina Snuka, which, you know, would be good. I think they've done a good job building up tension between Tamina Snuka and AJ Lee, and I think if they had a feud down the future, they could produce some good matches. So I wouldn't be opposed to that happening. So, but like I said, I just don't care for this match. So getting into the third match, we have the other clusterfuck, the 30-man Andre the Giant Battle Royal, which, like I said before, I think it's a good idea. It's good to see them honouring Andre the Giant, but you know, I just won't care for this match unless there's a prize at stake apart from a trophy. And you know, it's taking nothing away from Andre the Giant. He's one of the greats of professional wrestling, but is there going to be really any prize at stake? Like, what I would do if the winner of this match, in my opinion, should get like a title shot, or just they can have a match against whoever the hell they want, and a stipulation, like they can have whatever stipulation. I think that would be a good idea, something along those lines, just to make this match more meaningful. And if they do something like that, then I'm happy for this match to take place, and I'm happy for it to happen annually. I think that's a really good idea and a great way to celebrate Andre the Giant. They just need a more meaningful prize at stake. As for the winner, I think lots of people are saying Big Show, which is understandable. I think he'll win as well, but as for some others who maybe might win, Sheamus is obviously up there. Del Rio is a possibility after his win against Big E, which was a decent match on Raw. But immediately after he won, I thought, damn, Del Rio, he might have a chance of winning, because I've always noticed with Del Rio, he always wins big matches like quite surprisingly, like especially in 2011, but he has done it on occasion. I just noticed that with him. He's like, I don't know. Yeah, he just seems to win matches out of nowhere. That, you know, that's something I've always noticed with him. But yeah, that's all I could really see winning this match. I think Big Show is the biggest possibility out of all of them, for obvious reasons. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Big Show to win this match. As for the quality of this match, it could be good once they eliminate some of the wrestlers, but getting there may be a bit difficult. Getting into the next match, we have John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, a match that I'm really looking forward to. I'd say besides Daniel Bryan and Triple H, this has definitely had the best build-up. Especially this week on Raw. After the match with Truth and Bray Wyatt, John Cena randomly came into the ring with the that goat mask or sheep mask, whatever the fuck it is, and he just stood there next to the Wyatts, and that was pretty damn awesome, I must say. That was a great segment, and overall I've really enjoyed this build up. Bray Wyatt has been amazing with his promos, so I'm really looking forward to this match. I think it could be a good match. As for the winner, I really hope they don't go with the same route they always go with, like with Cena being the underdog and overcoming the odds. That's been my fear ever since they announced this match. But over the last few weeks, I've kind of sensed that maybe WWE will go against the grain for once and actually have Bray Wyatt win, which I would like to see. It's just a matter of WWE actually going through and doing it, which sadly I don't think they will. So I do think John Cena will win this match. I hope Bray Wyatt does so. Alright, getting into the fifth match. We have Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, and this match has had a pretty shitty build-up, must say. They haven't really done anything that spectacular. Quite honestly, the star of this build-up has been Paul Heyman with his amazing promos. He's always been really good on the stick, but quite lately I've noticed how good he really is. But as for Taker and Brock, they haven't done anything. Especially Taker, like, he's just doing the same shit that he's been doing for the last, pretty much ever since 2004 when he brought back the Deadman character. And yeah, Undertaker always gets the benefit of the doubt because of who he is and of his interesting character. And I've always given him the benefit of the doubt just because he is my favourite wrestler of all time. But he's getting boring and stale, and I just wish he would do something different. But, you know, as bad as this build-up has been, the thing that Taker and Lesnar can do is produce in the ring, and I think that's all anyone expected when this match was announced. Yes, the build-up would never be anything special, but they'll produce a really good match, and I do expect them to. I think Taker's going to win this match. I think that's quite obvious. Yeah, there's no way Brock Lesnar's going to win this match. So I am expecting a really, really good match. I've been really disappointed in the build-up. Alright, then we get to Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. Obviously, the winner will be inserted into the main event, and this has obviously been the most significant build-up of any match. It's been the one I've enjoyed the most. It's pretty much the perfect underdog storyline, and you know, I just think their segments have been really good. I'm kind of lost for words, but yeah, I really enjoyed the interactions between Bryan and Triple H. Triple H has been really good during the storyline. I've always criticized him of being boring and stale, but he's been really good. He's been trolling the crowd, which has been quite humorous. So I'm really looking forward to this match. I think this has the potential to be match of the night because they're going to give it a lot of time because it is the most built up match out of anyone in this entire card. So I am expecting a really good match, and I think Daniel Bryan will win this match. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they do have Triple H win this match and maybe something happens before the triple threat and then, you know, like Triple H gets injured or some shit like that. I don't know, it is kind of far-fetched, and I do think Daniel Bryan should win this match, but that's, you know, I think whether Daniel Bryan wins or loses, he's going to find himself in the triple threat somehow. And that gets me to the main event, the triple threat match for WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Batista versus Randy Orton versus TBA, aka Daniel Bryan. Now, of course, when Batista won the Rumble, we thought this match would be an absolute disaster, and we had every right to think that, because it would have been a disaster. I mean, my god, that probably would have been like one of the worst main events in WrestleMania history. And you gotta remember that in that main event list there is Hulk Hogan versus Yokozuna at WrestleMania 9. That was fucking horrible. And Batista versus Randy Orton probably could have been worse than that. But luckily, WWE finally listened to their fans, and we're now getting a triple threat. And ever since they have done that, I haven't necessarily enjoyed the build-up overly much, but it hasn't been terrible. I think Randy Orton's been kind of boring during this feud, which, you know, he kind of always has been, but he's had his moments. And Batista, yeah, his return has been not good. So thankfully we have either Triple H or Daniel Bryan to pretty much save this match. And as a result, I don't think this will be like one of the great WrestleMania main events, but I think making it a triple threat match obviously does elevate it, and now it does have the potential to be a really good match. Just not a classic, but I think, you know, I don't think that's really important, because the whole purpose behind this match is to have that amazing WrestleMania moment where Daniel Bryan defies the odds and overcomes the authority, and the lasting image of WrestleMania 30 will be him holding up the WWE World Heavyweight Championship or championships. By the way, what are they going to do with that? Are they just going to have the two belts forever, or are they just going to finally drop the world title? It's weird. I thought they would have done that the minute that Randy Orton beat John Cena at TLC, but who knows. Getting back to WrestleMania 30, so yeah, the obvious purpose for this match is to have Daniel Bryan win and have that amazing celebration. Sorry for that, my computer just fucked up. I could have deleted that part and just re-recorded it, but no, I'm 22 minutes through, there's no way in hell I'm going to do that. But getting back to WrestleMania 30, what did I say? Oh yeah, I said that the whole purpose of this match is to have that amazing moment when Daniel Bryan wins. So, in my opinion, if they do that, I think overall this WrestleMania will be a success, and the fans will go home happy. And I think that celebration, I mean, considering how long the storyline's been going for, it's been 8 months, I think that celebration will be a true WrestleMania moment. And we haven't had that for a very long time. I guess the last WrestleMania moment you could probably say the last one that I thought was a true WrestleMania moment was when Shawn Michaels retired at 26. Never since then there hasn't really been an amazing WrestleMania moment that made my jaw drop. So, but I think this has the potential to be that if they go along with it. That's the thing. But I think it's pretty obvious that they will. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Like I said, I am looking forward to WrestleMania 30. I think if all the matches are played out correctly, and if they get a fair amount of time, like they should, when there's only 7 matches on the card, I think this WrestleMania will be thumbs up. And hopefully it will be, because we haven't had a good WrestleMania in a few years. The last one that I enjoyed, quite honestly, was 26, and I seem to be in the minority there. Like, not a lot of people actually enjoy it, but I do. And then if you go as far as back as that, probably the last great one for most people was 24, because 25 sucked. Again, I already talked about 26. 27 was horrible. 28 was good, but getting there was a bit challenging, and 29 failed when it shouldn't have, quite honestly. So we are due in for a good WrestleMania. Us fans deserve it. So hopefully WWE delivers. That's my WrestleMania 30 predictions video. I don't know how long this video has gone for. It's not telling me. Hopefully it's not too long, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and be on the lookout for my WrestleMania 30 review, which I will do pretty much straight after the shows. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. So later, everybody.